Sagittarius, the answer you are seeking will not come from the intellect nor the opinions of others. It will surface from the depths as if rising from the ancient waters of your memory. This is the energy of sap of the moon plant. Okay, this is your unconscious, sacred, internal navigator calling out to connect to an answer for you, to something that is pulsing alive. Okay, that is your energy right now. Okay, you are connecting with something, but not only that, you are lost in a way. You're asking questions. You're not understanding something. And I'm seeing that you're looking in all the wrong places and faces, I'm hearing. So maybe you're talking to the wrong people or giving your time or energy or thoughts to the wrong people. Right now, the answer is going to be found within your unconscious, subconscious, internal knowledge. Something is trying to come to the surface here. Okay? You are ready to accept whatever this knowledge, whatever this navigation is. It's coming from you, and it's coming from your highest good, from your highest self. You're connecting to a goodness, a light. If you're new to my channel, the way I work is a little bit different from other readers. I will sit, I'll draw 1 to 3 to 4, whatever cards, sit in your energy with you until I receive a vision from spirit, and it plays out in my mind like a movie, and then I will write it down here in my laptop to read out to you during the reading. So hopefully you can connect with whatever you need to connect with at this time. However, spirit is connecting the dots for you through this vision. Okay? And then afterwards we'll do a tarot reading to clarify and to walk through the energy some more. Okay? So clear your energy, clear your mind, close your eyes, Sagittarius. This is your vision today. It's a timeless reading. And if you'd like your own personal vision with me, that's in the description box below, as well as supporting me in other ways. I really appreciate you guys helping me do this. Okay, here we go. You are not walking, you are burning. Your life is not a path, it is an explosion. A sea of molten color, desire, music, chaos, fire. Emotions crash through you like waves, like thunder, like 1,000 drums beating in your chest at once. Your days blur into crimson and gold. Your nights are violet and wild. Everything tastes electric. Everything hurts in the most delicious, unbearable way. You've been told you're too much, too intense, too sensitive, too alive. But you know better. You know you were born from something cosmic. And somewhere in the storm of your heart, you know you are not lost. You are in motion. You are chasing something you can't yet name. A letter arrives one day like fire. Your pulse is already high. The world is vibrating with color and sensation. You're mid-motion, running, creating, reaching for something not yet real when you find it. A letter, no name, no return address. Only your hands shaking as you open it. Inside it reads, "Slow down. This isn't noise, it's code. You must feel between the flames. You already know the way. I am waiting at the end of the riddle." There is no signature. Only a mark, a small flame inked at the bottom of the page. Your breath stops. You recognize it, though you don't know how. And just like that, everything changes. The puzzle begins. You stop running, not because the fire goes out, but because you know now that it's speaking. You begin to notice the way songs echo in your bones like messages. The way strangers say something that feels like a clue. The way dreams become maps. The way that flame, that mark, begins to appear in the strangest places. On the wall of a tunnel, in the reflection of a puddle, drawn into the foam of your coffee. You start to follow them, one by one. You collect riddles like pieces of a forgotten language. The puzzle is not just in the world, it is in you. Every time you sit still long enough to feel, to truly feel, you hear another fragment of the code. At first, it's thrilling, a cosmic scavenger hunt, a love letter disguised as a maze, a soul remembering what it once swore to find, and somewhere in the middle of it all, you begin to remember them. You don't know who, but someone is calling you through the riddles, someone who knows your true name, someone whose voice lives in your heartbeat. You begin to ache for them, like homesickness for a place you've never seen. And then, on the final page, you find the last clue. It's not in a library, it's not on a mountaintop, it's not written in the stars or in ink. It's in your own handwriting, on a note you forgot you wrote. Folded between the pages of an old journal, you unfold it with trembling hands, and it says, "You were always trying to find them, but it was never about them. The one who's been calling you is you." Everything stills. The fire doesn't die, it pauses. And in that pause, the truth hits like lightning to the soul. You wrote the first letter. You planted the clues. You built the puzzle because you knew one day you'd need to come back to yourself. All the passion, the chaos, the flames, they were never distractions. They were the path. Every ache, every burst of color, every moment you felt too much. What was you whispering through time? Find me, feel it all, come home. You collapse to your knees, not from pain, but from a joy so overwhelming it breaks you open. You are crying, not because you're lost, but because you've never been more found. You were never chasing someone else. You were calling yourself back from the edge of your own fire. You rise. You are still ablaze, but now the flame is centered. It does not destroy, it illuminates. You walk back into the world, letter in your pocket, light in your chest, and for the first time, you do not run, you do not search. You walk with knowing, with heat, with power, with your own voice in your bones, because the riddle wasn't a test, it was a mirror. And now that you've solved it, you are whole, you are ready, and you are home. So there's something coming up here, right? There's something you're connecting with. And these clues, these energies, these feelings, you are feeling them for a reason. And you're probably feeling them because you know you need to feel them. You know that you need to use these feelings and these energies as your navigator. So trust yourself, Sagittarius. Above all right now, something you need to hear. Trust yourself. Trust your gut. Trust your instinct, your intuition. Trust your emotions. And start to remember. It's like, just like in the vision, like you wrote yourself a note. These feelings and everything that's coming up right now for you, subconsciously, maybe in your dreams, maybe sometimes you have this feeling you can't quite shake. It's a clue for you to reconnect to. Okay, let's get into the tarot reading for Sagittarius. Spirit, what are the forces affecting Sagittarius the most at this time? Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. You feel trapped, stuck, or tied up in a way because of a lot of chaos, turbulence, or conflict. Okay, you're trying to navigate and free yourself from this conflict, from this chaos, from whatever it is that you're fighting off or fighting through. Know that with the Eight of Swords, you are able to free yourself at any time. You're able to walk away, to let go. But it's not that simple. You have the Ten of Pentacles here, which means that whatever this conflict is, whatever these problems are for you that you are trying to get through, fight through, and sort through, it's something that has anchored itself into your life. It's not easy to get away from this. Like, yes, you could just walk away, but there's a connection here, okay? Something about home or family, a foundation, roots. It's not as easy as, you know, some may think. So I feel like there's people on the outside of you saying, you can do this, you can get through this, like it's easy, you just walk away, you just get rid of it. But there's stuff about this situation or people that tie you to them in a more intimate and energetic way. It's not as simple as some may think. Okay, so there's definitely hardship here for you in terms of working through this, navigating through this. But the answer, again, you have already received within the vision from Spirit. Please go back and re-listen to it if you need more guidance. But this puzzle, this thing that you're trying to solve, to get through, to make sense of, or free yourself, or whatever it is for you, you have the answer within. There's clues. You are the only one at this time, especially in the sap of the moon plant energy. You remember at the start, I read you the little quote from the guidebook. It's not intellect, it's not other people's opinions. None of this is going to get you through what you need to get through. It's you. It's only you. It's your dreams, through subconscious, through meditation. You will receive your answers, and you will only get through this following your own path. Okay, so there are outside influences trying to help you, but it's just confusing you. It's just making things harder for you. Okay, so what is an energy Sagittarius can lean into to help guide Sagittarius through this? Page of Wands. Collect more data. Okay, and be patient with your journey with yourself. The more you pick up the pieces of what you need to pick up, don't ignore things you need to do, responsibilities. Keep working through it. Step by step, you will get to the end. It's just everyone's on their own timeline and path, so it just depends. But never give up. Remain curious. Keep going. Carry the energies with you, the lessons, the letters, right? Like these sticks that this girl is picking up in the woods in order to build her fire are like the clues from the letter, the little notes, the scavenger hunt. So keep collecting the information, the knowledge, or the peace, or whatever it is that you feel like you need to keep collecting in order for you to eventually one day be able to align and solve this puzzle, solve the riddle, and get through the conflict and free yourself in a way. It's going to take some time. It's okay. Make peace with the fact that this is a journey, okay? And it's going to take you time to get through this, and that's okay. You know, have that peace within you saying it's okay that this isn't going to happen from today to tomorrow, or maybe next year. Maybe this is a 3-year clearing cycle or whatever, and that's okay. But you're never going to give up, and you're going to continue to connect with yourself, find the pieces of the puzzle, the notes, and always depend on yourself. Okay, what your heart is saying, your intuition. Believe and trust in yourself. What is something that Sagittarius needs to release in order to move forward? Queen of Wands. And you see how the Queen of Wands here in this image is meditating and activating her third eye. Okay? So again, there are outside influences trying to sway your thinking, decision-making, or the navigation. You need to release that. You need to learn how to depend on yourself here. Depend on you being your navigator. It's time you become independent in that way. Okay, Sagittarius. You can trust yourself, and you can gain this access by activating your third eye. And you can Google ways to activate this. I'm not an expert in this, but I am telling you what Spirit is showing me is that the only way that you can successfully get through this and move forward is to activate that part of you and let yourself be your guide. Meditate, ground yourself. And since this, what I asked Spirit was, what is something that you need to release in order to move forward? Oh my gosh, you guys. Look, the Page of Wands. I said she was collecting the sticks to build the fire. And here you are, you've built the fire, but then once you've collected all the information, you found all the clues, there's still going to be resistance. There's still going to be something you need to release. Let's get some more information. Let's get one of these oracle cards. Hold on. Okay. Tell me more about this. What is this outside influence coming in? Heartache, entanglement. So pain, a wound, something that has hurt you. This could be from the past, or this could happen in the future. And it's going to be tough to get through. And I feel that most of you are in this space right now. You're feeling very confused and entangled within this situation. And it's like you're wondering like where the other half of your heart is. And so this is about you releasing this entanglement. That is going to be the energy you need to release. Whatever this is that has kind of snaked into your life and stolen that other half of your heart, you need to realize that your heart is still whole. You just have to heal it. You just have to nurture it and listen to the heartbreak, the heartache. Ask yourself what you need in order to get away from this entanglement and heal your heart chakra, your heart space. Communicate with yourself. Love yourself through this. Even when it's really, really, really hard and you feel alone, especially then. You are your greatest love. You need to put yourself first, okay? Okay. Any other advice here for Sagittarius at this time? Oops. The Devil, Six of Swords, High Priestess, wow, and the Page of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely moving through a storm. At the same time, it's like everything feels so chaotic around you, but then at the same time, you feel like you can't move. Like you feel frozen in time. You feel trapped, you feel entangled, right? That entanglement, it's the devil here, keeping you stuck, keeping you rooted. And I feel like here, I'm seeing your heart down here. Your heart being entangled by this devil energy and holding you almost hostage. in disconnecting you. Something's disconnected you from your heart here. This toxic energy. And then, so it's like this frozen, this I'm stuck, I'm entangled, and then it's like I'm in a storm. There's so much chaos. I don't, like, I need to get out of this, excuse me. I need to get away from this. And so there are some days that feel so stuck, and then there's other days that feel so turbulent emotionally and mentally, and you're like just struggling some days. But the High Priestess here is about holding the space for yourself. Okay, taking that chaos. You see how she's holding that yin and yang ball? Okay, so the one side is that chaos that I was describing that you go through on some days, and the other side is that stillness, the quiet, the void. And this is about you learning how to manage both and accept both, and know that as you go through each day, day by day, you are also healing yourself. You can feel this. You see the door behind her? There's a door opening for you as you learn how to not control these energies, the shadow and the light, but to live with them, to be guided by them. Some days you're going to need one thing, and some days you're going to need another. Having that self-assurance and having that wisdom that comes from within you. The High Priestess is also very, very much about connecting to the subconscious. Okay? So listening to those dreams, continuing to connect to yourself, and having that self-acceptance and realizing, I'm hearing, your self-worth through this journey is very, very powerful for you at this time. Okay, Sagittarius. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope this helped you today. My readings are timeless. If you'd like a personal reading with me or to support me in any way, I would really appreciate that. YouTube doesn't pay that much. And yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you next time.